Hey guys, Randy Troy here. Today we're going to talk about why Vivi will be coming back and why you should expect her to come back to the crew. Vivi is easily my absolute most favorite female in the entire series. And next to Sanji and Frankie, my favorite member of the Straw Hat crew. And yes, I do call her a member of the crew because even Oda himself still considers Vivi to be a member of the crew. When the Vivi card data books came out, Vivi was still listed as a member of the crew. Inactive, but still a member of the crew. That includes Karu. One of the greatest things to happen, in the tenure of One Piece was getting the Reverie arc. Now we have Vivi once again as a main character in the story. And I don't know, as a Vivi fan, I was ecstatic. And there was a lot of very interesting information thrown at us. We know that Cobra, her father, is sick. Now, this is likely due to the injuries that he sustained in his several battles and stabbings and nailings from Crocodile during the Alabasta arc. Could also be old age, but I think that the events of the Alabasta arc significantly accelerated his lifespan. But he's also getting a little too curious for his own good. We've learned more about the Celestial Dragons over the years, and we know that the Nefertari family, at one point during the Void Century, were Celestial Dragons. That, much like Homing, Don Quixote Homing, Doflamingo's father, decided, I don't want to stay in Mary Joyce with you people. I'm going to go and do my own thing. And they went to Alabasta, and they set up their own kingdom for many, many years, and never got involved in the affairs of the world government that we know of until now. Once Cobra decides, I want to talk to the Gorosei about, these poneglyphs and the Void Century and all this other stuff, it kind of puts a target on the back of the Nefertari family. The anime hasn't reached this part, so for anime-only viewers, I am going to start talking about manga events here. When we return to the events of the Reverie at the end of Act 2, we learn about the mysteries of Sabo and that something happened to the Nefertari family. We still don't know what that was, but we know that there was an assassination, that there was some sort of a death that happened, and then there was an attempted assassination. It's likely, very likely, that the assassination was Cobra. It would be very interesting for Oda to flip this on its head because, that is the expected outcome out of the community. You set him up that he's sick. He's at the end of his life, and it's going to motivate Vivi. So, yeah, the likely person to have died, Cobra. The likely attempted assassination, Vivi. All right? Now, we know that Wapol contacted Big News Morgans with some information that was proprietary. Something that only Wapol would have known. What does Wapol know that no one else at the Reverie would have, or that anyone in the world government would know necessarily? Well, the events of Drum. Vivi rode on the ship with the Straw Hats. Wapol is the only person that knows that Vivi was a pirate for a certain amount of time. So if Wapol decided that he wanted to give up that information to the government or to Morgans or whatever, then that's going to put another target on Vivi's back. She can't return to Alabasta. Because if the king is gone, the kingdom falls. Imu and the Gorosei want to extinguish her light and just end the Nefertari line. So where can she go? Where can she seek refuge? She has to escape, and find the Straw Hats. So, with, you know, if it's going to happen at the end of Wano, it's certainly going to happen after Wano, in my opinion. She's going to return. Someone is going to help her get there. Now, who could help her? We don't know what happened to Sabo. We don't know if he was captured. It's likely that the assassination of Cobra is being pinned on him. It could be that Sabo escaped with Vivi and, you know, is on his way to help her get to Luffy. What's more likely is that we have members of the Grand Fleet at the Reverie. Sai and Leo have Vivre cards for Luffy. They have a direct, essentially, eternal pose that will go to Luffy at any point. And Vivi has already made a relationship with Leo. It's not impossible for her to make one with Sai. So once the Grand Fleet has to reunite with Luffy, Vivi, I believe, is going to be with them. That they are going to have sheltered her, got away, and went on a search to find Luffy to return Vivi to the Straw Hats. She can't go back to Alabasta. She's got to become a pirate again. Oh, but Vivi is weak. What is she gonna do in the crew? She's just a diplomat. Okay, first of all throughout Alabasta, Vivi took on all the smoke, okay? One of the things that I love about Vivi is that she did not take shit from nobody, okay? The second she saw Crocodile, it was on sight. She knew she couldn't beat him, but she took out her, peacock slashers and cut his head off.
Savage.
Naturally, he regrew it, but, like, she didn't say, hi, Crocodile. She didn't, it wasn't a whole discussion. On sight, see you, head off, okay? And I guarantee that in these 2 years, she's been training just like everybody else. When we see her on that ship on the way to the Reverie, she jumps straight off of the lookout, does a flip, and lands onto the ship with no fall damage. All right, she's been doing some training. What makes her any different than, say, Nami or Usopp? Nothing, really. Nami's got a magical baton that Usopp made her. Usopp could improve her peacock slashers, and it's also interesting to note that Nami, Vivi, and Robin, all of the female members of the crew, all started as villains, technically. Nami betrayed the crew, Vivi was Miss Wednesday, and then became Princess Vivi. Robin was Miss All Sunday, and then joined the crew as Nico Robin. So there's sort of this pattern with her. I believe that whenever we're reunited with the Grand Fleet, Vivi's going to be with them. They're going to have protected her, and Vivi will be with us. She's going to be with them to the end of the story until she can go back to Alabasta with her name cleared. Or her end game could be that she becomes, the diplomat head of the world government. That she unites the world at some point. And then there's also a possibility that she is actually Pluton. Alright, I know I'm getting a little wacky here, but Pluton was always said to be in Alabasta, and we know that Poseidon is a person. It's Shirahoshi. And it's very possible that Uranus is Momonosuke because he can have contact with Zunisha. So if Shirahoshi can talk to the Sea Kings, Momo can talk to Land Kings or anything like that, maybe Vivi can talk to Sky Kings or something. I don't know. Pluton being a ship could very well be a red herring, is all I'm saying. Which could open the possibilities for Vivi to have some sort of a power. It's possible that Vivi has the voice of all things. When she screamed at the end of Alabasta, it rained. What if that was Vivi? What if she has some sort of a power, unknowingly, that she tapped into in that very moment? And it wasn't just plot convenience that it rained at the very moment that Luffy beat Crocodile, but that it was actually Vivi unlocking something within her and caused the sky to open up and rain. And that's the true power of Pluton, is something weather related. And that's why Pluton is known to have such a destructive force. All possibilities. But Oda would not have given us that moment at the end of Alabasta where, the most iconic moment in One Piece. Merchandise-wise, I mean, look here, certified drip.
Hey, certified drip, yeah.
When we meet again, will you still consider me part of the crew? And they all silently answer, yes. Oda's not going to do that if he's not bringing her back. Things are going to come full circle. Everybody wants to talk about, is Vivi going to join? Is Yamato going to join? Is Otama going to join? Is Momo going to join? These are all possibilities. But there's only one guarantee in my mind.
Savage.
And that is that Vivi will reunite with the crew. Join back up with them and sail with them. Maybe even to Laugh Tale. And I think that she deserves it. She's an OG, right? Alright. So that does it for me, guys. I just wanted to, throw something quick out to everybody. And, if you like this content, be sure to hit subscribe, like, comment, keep the conversation going. What do you think? How do you think Vivi's going to come back into the story? Do you not think she's going to come back into the story? If you don't, that's kind of crazy, because she's totally coming back. But let me know in the comments. Alright, I'll see you guys later. Bye.
I've been swimming deep, deep. Savage.